When this episode was first announced, I was all like,
oh my gosh, a superhero episode, oh my.
But everybody else just thought, and I was all like, no dude, who cares about the Power Rangers? Clearly, it's about superheroes. I mean, they weren't gonna call it the Pony Avengers or something. What's the logical step? Power Ponies. But in honor of, hey Pitt, what's the latest, I don't know, comic book movie thing that's been announced recently?
Deadpool's costume was leaked.
Deadpool showing off his costume? Okay. In honor of Deadpool showing off his costume, this is a Power Ponies review.
Oh, I can't even take it in. Oh, I can't even take it in. Oh, I left my heart in Metropolis.
I'm Pitt, Shark Hunter, and I am very excited for the Deadpool movie. But enough about superheroes.
Wait.
Well, this is about ponies becoming superheroes. It's either this or Mare-Duel, but I'm saving Mare-Duel for a later date.
So the episode starts off with Spike being the annoying kid he is.
I'm joking. I love you, Spike. But Twilight sure doesn't love what you're doing here.
Spike, you really need to go to sleep.
Aw, 2 more minutes, Twilight. I'm just getting to the really good part.
In this scene, we learn about Humdrum. Spike doesn't like him all that much. We also learn of the Maniac, a pony who went insane and became evil when she fell into the chemicals in Mistress Marvelous number 16.
More minutes. Yes!
Twilight, what are you doing? The kid needs his sleep. You need to apply force, said the kid who goes to sleep at 3 a.m., but that's beside the point. You, Twilight, need to be a better parent.
So, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, Twilight and the main 6 are fixing up Luna and Celestia's old castle. Spike wants to help, but the main 6 seem to have things under control. So Twilight yells at him to go read his comics somewhere else.
Why don't you find a quiet spot and finish reading your comic? Weren't you right at the part where Humdrum was about to stop the villain?
Which furthermore proves my theory that Twilight doesn't give a damn about Spike. Poor kid. Look at him. He just wants to help, and ponies like Twilight and Ink Rose keep putting him down. Well, I say, enough is enough. It's time to spread Spike hate awareness. Stop Spike hatred for everyone. Please.
Maniac breaks into the
So, Spike goes to read the rest of his book, all the while complaining about Humdrum.
What a surprise! Humdrum is in the way again while the Power Ponies do all the work. I guess I know what that feels like.
Oh, quit whining, you baby.
So, Spike gets to the end of the comic only to figure out that it was cut off in the middle of a fight scene or something like that, I don't care. And it has a note at the end of it.
You can retry... What? You can return...
Spike, you need glasses.
I know I saw a magnifying glass lying around last time I was here.
So, they all get sucked into the comic book, or if you're Mr. Enter, graphic novel. Which is wrong!
A graphic novel is something like Watchmen or V for Vendetta. Power Ponies is clearly meant to be a comic book series, not a graphic novel. If it was a graphic novel, Spike wouldn't have mentioned a few things that he does.
So, Humdrum announces their names for us. The Masked Matterhorn, Philly Second, Radiance, Mistress Marvelous, Zap, and according to Pit, the newest member of the Power Ponies, Saddle Rager. So, Spike is now Humdrum and...
Cats!
Power Ponies!
This creeper is named the Maniac, who I've told you much about already. And you still don't give two shits about her. And she's probably my least favorite normal episode villain. Well, that's normal as you can get for season 4. So, Spike tries to tell the main 6 about their newfound powers, and it goes about as well as you'd expect.
Gosh, thanks a lot, Zap. Worst superhero ever.
So, if you couldn't tell by now, Rarity, who is Radiance, is Green Lantern, Rainbow Dash, who is Zap, is Storm, Fluttershy, who is Saddle Rager, is the Incredible Hulk, Applejack, who is Mistress Marvelous, is Wonder Woman, Pinkie Pie, who is Philly Second, is the Flash, and Twilight, who is the Masked Matterhorn, is Bobby from X-Men.
It's an improvement, darling.
What's that? You don't recall? Well, you see, all the Masked Matterhorn does is shoot ice beams.
So yeah, they are pretty much all screwed.
Thanks to some pony's powers.
So Humdrum seizes the opportunity to take the orb thing away from the Maniac, but trips over his cape.
So the evil maniac takes back the orb thingy and takes it to her evil shampoo factory.
There it is. Is that a...
And now it's time to power pony up. So the main 6 run to the evil shampoo factory, and they're all like, "Get out here, you villains!" And the villains are all like, "Die!"
So this is a Humdrum episode, and it involves him thinking he's useless. So what do you think is going to happen? That's right.
Sir Lancelot does a song and dance routine.
But before that, we have the main 6 getting captured and Humdrum trying to save them. So the Maniac reveals her diabolical plan.
You shall live just long enough to see me fire the instrument of your destruction. Once the electro orb has powered it up completely, this cannon will amplify the power of my main 1,000,000 times, expelling an energy blast that will cause every pony in Metropolis's mane to grow wild.
Okay. But you know what I've always wondered? How can they blink when they've been frozen?
So Humdrum comes in and saves the day, leading into an awesome fight scene.
Need a place to put these guys. You seem to have everything.
And then it happens. The moment that everybody freaks about, and I'm kinda iffy on,
I'm sorry.
Saddle Rager's transformation into the Hulk thing. This happens when the Maniac hurts a firefly.
Oh, goodness. Are you kidding me? I mean, I know you're evil and everything, but you'd hurt a teensy little harmless firefly? Really? Well, you're just a great big...
Yeesh. Saddle Rager's almost as big of a crybaby as Luna.
I'd be lying if I said that this wasn't at least a bit awesome. So they defeat the evil villains and get sucked out of the book. But Philly Second has enough time to run to the nearest. Philly Second has enough time to grab some cupcakes.
Before we got sucked back out of the comic, and the Metropolis Bakery was only 65 blocks away.
Just an itty-bitty little problem here. How did those get out of the comic if their costumes were sucked out? If their costumes were taken out of the comic as well, why are the cupcakes able to?
Where exactly did you get that comic book?
This is clearly important to the story.
Well, Spike then reveals that he got the book from an enchanted comic book store down in Canterlot. And they all have a good laugh and the book disappears, which everybody wanted to know what the hell was the meaning of that. But I'm like, really guys? It's an enchanted comic book. So that was Power Ponies, and I'll be honest to you, it's not the best episode of Season 4 by far, but hey, it wasn't the worst by far. It at least had some good laughs and some great comic book references. So I'd give this a pass.